nightmare has just came true, and you are running and screaming for your life. Except you are completely unaware that you are outside of your bed and you are outside of your home. This is what a night terror feels like. Night terrors are common in young children between the age of 3 and 12, and it affects children at 6.6%, and is rare within adults, and it's a condition that affects adults at 2.2%. Now, we have 5 stages of sleep. Night terrors and nightmares are thought of to be the same, but they're not. Nightmares typically occur in stage 4 of our sleep, which is traditional dreams such as nightmare imagery and sounds that we all commonly hear in our dreams. Night terrors, however, occur in stage 3 in non-REM sleep, which is our slow wave stage of sleep, which is our deepest sleep, which is known as our good sleep. When you're awakened at this stage of sleep, it takes 30 minutes for brain activity to regain normal performance. So it's thought of that night terrors occur between the transition of stage 3 and stage 4, which is rapid eye movement sleep. In children, night terrors occur due to being overtired, a change of environment, a fever, or medication. Children usually grow out of night terrors before they reach adolescence. And it's thought of, or studies have shown that children who experience night terrors, it just had an overstimulation of the central nervous system, which is our brain. Adults who experience night terrors is unusual. It is usually carried over from childhood to adulthood, but that's fairly rare. So adults who experience night terrors is usually due to stress, anxiety, depression, or post-traumatic stress syndrome, or a traumatic emotional event that triggers night terrors. So if an adult has night terrors, it's strongly recommended that an adult go and get psychiatric help to deal with the underlying psychological issue. Adults who experience night terrors usually have sweating, increased heart rate, increased breathing rate. Now, when someone experiences a night terror, it may seem that they're awake, but they're not. So the worst thing that you can do is to try to talk to them and tell them that it's not real, because that'll make it worse. And adults who experience night terror, they can become very violent. So if you can cue them in any way to go back to sleep, or just cue them to go back to bed, that's the best thing to do. So if you know someone that experienced a night terror, the best thing you can do is to try to secure the place, have the doors locked, have things out of the way, because it's common for adults especially to have head injuries, injure themselves, and even injure others when they have an episode. Night terrors can occur once a week, and they can occur as often as 3 times within a night. So I know that from experience, from having a family member who done it, and it not only disrupts their sleep and they're totally unaware of it, but it disrupts your sleep as well. And it can be very traumatic and dramatic at the same time. You don't know what's going on. So just know that if someone experienced that, it's not linked to any mental disorders. So it is linked to genetics. So if you had a family member that experienced it, more than likely you're going to experience it. So, and the best thing to do is just to get that person, or help that person get on a regular sleeping pattern or sleeping schedule, and eliminate caffeine in adults, and eliminate any stress that may be interfering in your life. And for children, they need to be on a regular sleeping pattern, and parents are encouraged to awaken their child up before they reach that stage 3 of sleep. And it takes us 90 minutes to reach that stage of sleep. So I hope you all have taken something from this lesson today, and you are grateful for your unrestless nights. Thank you.
You did